Sky Captain still there. Jack Milton, seek again. Finnegans wake on the far outside, closing with a rush. They're coming down to the line. The four of them down to the finish, and it will be three noses on the wire. Maybe Finnegans wake. Sky Captain was there too, and Jack Milton was between them.
Wow, what a finish as they come in the final strides together to the finish line. Too close to call for sure. Larry said he thought it might have been the favorite, Finnegans Wake, but I tell you what, that was a close finish. Sky Captain was hanging in there tough. Jack Milton was coming on. Let's look again.
Well, as they turn for home, if you were allowed to bet, you couldn't really pick one of five horses. As they come to the wire, number 2 on the inside is Sky Captain. Number 5 is Finnegans Wake. Number 7, even in between those, is Jack Milton. All three of those on the wire.
Look at this.
Looks like Larry might have called it right. That looks like Finnegans Wake's got his nose out at the wire, but
yeah.
Wow.
Had his nose down as they hit the wire. Here's the look from the inside.
Yeah.
It'll be the 4th nose finish in Woodford
Look at how
history. What a
close
race
that
it's
is.
proven to be.
That is what is so exciting about turf racing. There's generally very close competitive finishes. This was no exception. Unofficial winner, Finnegans Wake, number 5. Great effort.
Finnegans Wake, owned by Donegal Racing, based in Iowa. And they have Keen Ice in the Derby with a late running style as well.
So if we go back to the top of the stretch, you look to the left of your screen, way outside, losing all the ground, Finnegans Wake, number 5, because he was so far back early. Everybody was searching for a seam to run through it, although it looks like there's a lot of space here. When you have to make that decision before you turn for home, it didn't appear like there was one for Victor Espinosa, getting himself off to a good start today. So he went around everybody, and luckily his horse had enough finish to take the worst of it around the turn and still come up with a nose victory.
Victor Espinosa has now ridden this horse 5 times and won 4, so maybe he does go with Finnegans Wake like 6 and 7, and there is the swing, the move to the outside by Espinosa. He was some 15 lengths back at one point in this race at 1 1/8. He was coming off a race at 1.5 miles. The thought was he might like longer distances, but he had just enough real estate to get up here at the shorter distance.
It's a tough call because your horse is running and you know you have to keep going at that moment. You've got too much ground to make up. So do you run the risk of getting squeezed out trying to hit those seams, or you just go around? Victor, I guess, making the right decision because he got there first.
Could be a big day for Victor Espinosa, who rides American Pharaoh. The bad news is no jockey has ever won the Woodford and Derby on the same card that Woodford inaugurated in 1987. Finnegans Wake wins the Woodford. Still a fantastic day.